Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, the day that we usually have a live episode of Badass Digital Nomads here on Digital Nomad TV. I'm your host with the most, Kristen Wilson, and I'm here to tell you that today's guest unfortunately just had to cancel due to a travel mishap. However, we will be rescheduling and possibly for even next week. So we will be back next week no matter what. But I just wanted to let you know about the podcast that we have out right now on Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. So, hi, Tech Lords. How are you doing? Sadly, we had a cancellation today, last minute. And because we have so many other episodes coming out, I'm just going to go ahead and wait and do the live stream next week because there's just so much content to come. So if you guys haven't downloaded the current episodes of Badass Digital Nomads, we have Vlad Glebov 2 weeks ago, who is talking about how to be a global citizen, how to be a citizen of the world, and what that's going to look like in the upcoming years. So basically talking about shedding your nationality in as far as the negative restraints that it can put on you, but using your background and nationality as a culture that you can identify with, but also being open to the rest of the countries of the world and thinking about things moving forward in life as just a person in humanity and not necessarily somebody who is beholden to national borders. Because as you all know, work is changing, the future of work is changing, life is changing, and technology is driving this change. And so we all need to be ready for what's going to happen in the upcoming years and how we can thrive as members of this new, very connected global community. So Vlad's episode was published on June 18th. He is the CEO of CoLife, which is a co-living company, and you have to follow him. They are having so much fun. He's setting up digital nomad co-living houses all around the world. There's people from all different backgrounds, all different ages, and all different countries, all coming to live together in one place. And this is a great lead into the next episode, which was published on June 25th on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. And it's called Becoming a Digital Nomad in Your 50s with Pale Bo, who is a well-known podcaster with a show called the Radio Vagabond. And so he provides examples of how you can completely reinvent yourself, reinvent your career, and change your life after age 50. So you're just getting started if that is you. And it's just a reminder to all of us, regardless of your age, that it's never too early or too late to start to reinvent yourself, to change your life, and to follow your dreams. So I definitely recommend that. That is a viewer favorite. And you can also watch the video. So this podcast episode was recorded on the beach in Brazil. And so that is a fun one to watch, or you can also listen if you're busy. And then last week, I recorded a solo episode that has not been on YouTube yet. It is only available as an audio podcast, and it's about a 25-minute episode where I break down what exactly is a digital nomad, what does it mean, and what are the things that people get wrong about it? What are the things they get right? What are the misconceptions? What are the myths about being a digital nomad? What are the limitations and restrictions? And are you one? Can you be one? Is it a finite thing that you become? Can you go back? Can you change your mind? What is it about? And so I definitely recommend, whether you are an aspiring or new digital nomad or a digital nomad veteran, to check that one out. And today, you aren't going to want to miss the episode with Grace Taylor, who is an IRS enrolled agent and an expert on tax topics for US citizens and US digital nomads. And she is a Nomad Summit speaker. She's going to talk about how you can pay zero taxes as a digital nomad, different tax hacks, things that you need to know. And this is definitely good to watch for your tax planning this year and beyond. And also for those of you who have filed an extension until the October 15th deadline. So if you've ever been frustrated or confused or curious about how to file taxes, what the benefits are tax-wise of being a digital nomad, or being self-employed or living abroad, then this is an amazing episode that we actually recorded twice. So it was so good. We recorded it. I forgot to press the record button. I was trying to do screen recordings and different things, and I forgot to record it. We talked for an hour. It was such an amazing, value-packed conversation that once I realized I didn't record it, we started over because it's that good. So you have to watch it. Larry's in here. He says, why would he want to reinvent himself? He's perfect. Well, Larry, you are. No, you actually have already accomplished so much and probably reinvented yourself. You're living your dreams already. But I think that Paul's interview is also just fun to listen to in general because he's such a great storyteller. So I'm sure there's at least one nugget of advice in there that you can find and that everyone can find, but I'm not sure. You've probably seen the video version of it. But I would talk to Paul any day. And ironically, Paul asked me on his show, which is the Radio Vagabond, and we had a conversation, I think like an hour and a half long conversation about travel tales and all sorts of stories and tips. And we were on the Nomad cruise, drinking wine, crossing the equator. We had like a view of the ocean, and the audio file got corrupted. So I never appeared on his podcast. So shit happens when you party, guys, and shit happens when you create content. But we'll have to re-record that one. But fortunately, you can still catch Grace's episode, which is publishing today wherever you get your podcasts. So no live video this week, but that's okay because we're only on episode 11 of the audio podcast, and we already have like 25 episodes recorded. So there's plenty to come. And next week, we will have Rolf Potts' interview and video for you. So keep an eye out for that. Ask her about Trump's tax returns. My number one fans, Tech Lords and Larry. Tech Lords is mowing the lawn. Love it. Larry is just being Larry. Whatever happened to Trump's tax returns? That's a good question. I don't know if we'll ever get our hands on those. I guess it doesn't matter, but okay, everybody. Well, that's me signing off. I'm going to get back to work, and good to see you guys. If you have any questions for next week's guest, who is the rep from Tortuga Backpacks, then let me know in the comments. So if you've wondered what makes Tortuga a great digital nomad backpack, I personally don't know. I've never owned one. Maybe they'll give me one. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy one. But she will be on talking about their company, not just the products, but how they run their remote company, why they decided to create gender pay transparency. So it will pay transparency to eliminate the gender wage gap within their company and what that means for remote workers and for women moving forward. So thanks, guys. Hasta luego. See you next week.